Hi, I have a book for you. It's called Caps for Sale, and it's told and illustrated by Esphyr, Slobodkina. I practiced that before we started. Are you ready? This is such a funny story. Once there was a peddler. A peddler is somebody who sells things. So he's a peddler who sold caps. Look at his, he carries all of his caps instead of in a suitcase or a bag on his head. But he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back, in a bag. He carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. It's got all sorts of different colors so that people can choose which one they want. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as to not upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" He's letting anybody know, you can come here and you can buy my hats. Look at his tall stack of caps. One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town slowly, so as to not upset his caps. He has to walk very carefully. How would you walk if you had a whole bunch of things on your head? Walk very carefully, keep your body very still. He doesn't want the caps to fall. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree so as to not disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and then the red caps on the very top. They were all there. So he went to sleep. Night-night. See you soon. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. Do you guys see a problem? What happened? What happened while he was sleeping? But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. What happened? He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. Uh-oh, what happened? They're gone. Where did they go? Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? What's in the tree? Oh, on every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. Oh my goodness. What is he going to do? The monkeys have his hats. Uh-oh. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. What will he say? What would you say? "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Did that work? Did he get his caps back? This made the peddler angry. So he shook both hands at them and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both of their hands back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Did that work? Did he get his hats back? Nope, that did not work. Is it okay for him to be angry? They took his hats. It's okay to be angry. Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." What do you think the monkeys did? They just stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." They're just doing exactly what he does, aren't they? He gets mad and he yells, and so they just stomp their feet and shake their hands. By this time, how do you think the peddler was feeling? Very, very angry. He stamped both his feet, stamp, stamp, and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both of their feet back at him, and what do they say? Tss, tss, tss. They're not giving back the hats. Uh-oh, what is he gonna do? At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and he threw it on the ground. And he began to walk away. Look, he took off his hat and he threw it on the ground. What do you think the monkeys will do? But then each monkey pulled off his cap. What are they gonna do? Let's see. And all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. He threw his hat down, so the monkeys threw their hats down. They're all down on the ground now. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, and then the blue caps. And which ones were very much on top? The red caps. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." It all worked out in the end, didn't it? I'll talk with you later. Bye.